So I'm putting 11 points into this, and that gives me.
No, they've got
Oh, you have a
psychological
phobia
stuff.
too? Okay.
That gives me
No, Fridge is
21 points of.
It's 21 potency.
Okay. For 11.
So when you try to use it on somebody, it'll be that potency versus their intelligence.
Okay.
As a character, you don't know this. As a player, you will.
Okay.
To see if it affects them. And you think you can set it for several different settings.
Okay.
So, love, hate, fear, any emotions you can think of, you could probably set up on this thing. So there's probably a dial on the side of it.
Yeah.
You've probably added a dial on the side or something, or however you want to do it. You tell me. Actually, I should shut my mouth and let you describe this little device that you've just created.
Yeah.
It's only plastic. It's going to be very easy to break,
Mm-hmm.
or like smash with a hammer.
Yeah. So, and I figured that's okay since we're only using it here.
Experimental device.
Yeah. So.
How do you want to control which emotions?
This will be. I'm going to put a switch next to each.
Oh god. So you can actually mix the emotions by flipping a bunch of switches up?
No, it switches between.
Okay.
Oh, okay. One of these.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like a on-off switch. I was like,
How many
how are you gonna do this?
How many emotions do you want to put on there?
We are going to do.
And that doesn't affect anything. Emotion control is actually quite powerful in this game. So maybe just write down a list of the emotions that you want it to be able to create at this point. Random. Unknown. I'm not sure what this
What's
is.
all of them?
I'm not sure what this configuration is. Lust. Ah!
No, I don't
Get
want
away
to
from
do.
me, metal man.
I do.
Woodman now.
No, that's worse.
I'm definitely not putting anger on this thing because I don't want these huge people rampaging around my apartment.
And the wooden rampage.
Well, he could easily go back into his metal body.
True.
Yeah.
So we'll do.
I'd like to see the wooden rampage.
I do not. He'll just give everybody splinters, and then we'll just sit around and
Pulling each other's.
yeah. I don't want to do that.
Okay, so which ones are you doing?
We'll do one. We'll do love. We'll do happiness. Because again, I don't want anything bad happening out here. And then we'll throw some sadness in there. Just so I don't get love and happiness confused.
Okay.
We need something on the other end of the spectrum. Just make sure that it's working.
Okay.
So
I can throw you some ideas too of ones that they use in the game.
okay.
Fear is a potential. Hate or anger. And what you're thinking is, with this is that you'll be able to actually hit them with that, and then
Give them a target.
give them a target of their hate or their anger, if you so desire. Love, you got lust, awe, revulsion, are some other ideas.
Let's do love, revulsion, and sadness.
Okay. And then there's another switch on there that you can later, and then you can later modify this device if you so desire.
Okay.
As you realize how to rewire it or whatever.
So I am down to
I have to pee.
24 gimmick points in constructing this thing. It will take a little while, guys, if you don't mind.
I am already in my circle of peace in my mind.
Meh.
So I'm just gonna sit around and make this little
I'm watching NCIS.
ping. I did not want to do fear because I've seen what you do when you're afraid or angry of stuff. I don't want you catching the
Wait,
apartment
have
on
you?
fire. Yeah, we were all.
Oh, well,
down the sewer.
angry.
Yeah, we were all down the sewer. She I don't know if you're paying attention, but she doesn't like aliens. Any mention of
Fuck aliens.
I thought you were an alien, gargoyle. I mean, didn't you
Do
crash
I
on the
look like a gargoyle? Woodman.
Earth? Yes, I think I've seen your kind up on the very tall buildings and banks.
I have not seen a gargoyle as live as this.
Alright, now that you guys are getting along, I'm gonna go in the other room and start making stuff.
Well, neither am I. I keep an open mind. I have to in the state that I'm in. A very open mind.
Gives you a questioning look. What?
So I guess with this thing, as long as I
forgot
keep
something.
Mhm.
Powering it.
powering it,
Juices.
I have a battery.
It's going to cost 21 points. 21 points to power it per mailing round that it's used. Okay.
That's-
Now that'll be halved because it's a device that somebody can just jerk out of your hand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is
So,
nice.
what you can do is you can make a new battery for this. It's not halved for the energy cost. It's only halved for the cost. It'll still cost 21 points per round. You can make a battery. Every point you put into a battery will give you 10 points of juice. If it's just a test device, if you take 3 gimmick points and say you're making a battery, then that'll give you 30 points. You'll have to like plug it into a wall or something. Or you could actually just make it so you plug it into the wall.
Yeah, let's say.
Yeah, you could do that.
And clips of ammo, the way they do it for guns, it does have that stuff.
Okay.
So if you want to say that it's got the same rules as
So it
guns.
only takes with 1 point if it's a magazine as opposed to just an internal power source.
Yeah, if you make a magazine.
Or you can just set it so you just plug it into the wall, and then essentially it will be free.
It's a tenth of the cost per round if it's like a magazine.
Well, I think it'd take too much
Too
time to just construct a battery that this thing can
Okay.
plug into.
Yeah.
So
So
why don't we try a wall socket first?
okay, so yeah, you could rig it up with you got a hairdryer that was in there that you take apart, so you hook it up so it'll actually get electricity.
Yeah,
You've got the
take
plug,
the cord
goes right
out of
into the
that
wall.
and put it in.
I don't love this.
The whole thing. Boom. Whoa, that thing drew more than I thought it would. Okay,
Oh wow.
so you've got like a 3-foot cord
Okay.
on the bottom of that.
All right. Well. So what did you say? Like a couple hours to make this thing?
Yeah, it's around midnight by the time you got done. You've been watching TV. Are you sitting on the couch next to her?
No.
Okay,
I'm
so
sort of like in the floor of my own rubble and like just sort of like meditating.
the floor of your own what?
Rubble from where I like crumbled up the wooden
Yeah,
chair
all
and
that stuff went
Sitting
into
on
it.
top.
All that
Yeah,
wood
okay.
went into it. Okay.
Yeah,
This
just-
is mine.
So I just like sat down as soon as I made the body and started like
Okay.
just chilling.
All right. So you've got the device. You can plug it into the wall whenever you want.
Yeah. So I'm gonna come out to the living room and we'll say.
Well, there's the living room, like right there. I'm assuming. Wait, where were you working? Were you working back in the bedroom or
Spare
just?
room.
Okay, so you were back in. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna come out and go say I think I have something that we can work with.
Cool. Test it on him.
Sure, test it on me.
Do you think that you could?
I'm not a fan of that stuff.
Well, we're gonna have to try it on everybody. I mean, you guys are gonna have to try it on me.
I'm actually curious to see if
I
my
guess.
meditations can prevent the.
And this is why I want to try it on everybody. You seem to have a lot of control over your own mind.
Yeah, but
So-
for now, I'm going to leave it open just to see if your device works.
Okay, so just for the sake of me knowing if this works right off the bat, I'm not going to tell you what emotion I'm setting this to.
Sure.
Vomiting.
All right, so
I hate that emotion.
I want you to just kind of clear your mind, be as neutral as possible. Plug this thing into the wall. I'm gonna set it to sadness. I'm not saying that out loud.
Oh, you're
I'm
telling me
saying,
this.
I'm
You
saying
tell me this.
I'm saying
Okay,
it
yeah,
to
you said it,
sadness.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
And you're gonna try not to resist, correct? You're
Yeah.
trying to just
Yeah.
whatever happens, you're gonna let it happen. Yeah,
Letting
I
it-
can. I'm gonna allow you to drop your defenses, and it'll be automatically successful.
That's cool.
And
I
so
didn't know
you
you had defense.
pull the trigger. Nothing apparently happens. But yeah, you're overwhelmed with just terrible.
Where's my body? I miss my body.
This lasts for about
I want to
12 seconds.
I want to eat something.
It lasts for about 12 seconds,
So we're
and that's how long it lasts.
Well, this is depressing.
all right.
Oh, I don't know what became of me.
All right. Your turn.
Give me.
I'm saying it to love.
Okay. Are you gonna try to kind of just not resist at all?
No.
Okay, so you are resisting.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And
So what's your
I know
intelligence?
it's gonna be terrible.
No. What's your intelligence?
Intelligence is 11,
11.
but
So-
that other stuff is.
Oh yeah. You have a 30%
So-
in that, right?
35.
35.
I need to roll 95 or less.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, because against 21.
Holy shit! I rolled a 96.
Awesome. Okay, so bam, it happens.
So yeah, it has to.
Now, but you're still trying to so it's having his chances of it. So it's at 11
versus
your
11.
11. So 50% chance that it'll affect you. So low is gonna affect you. I'm saying that.
Low is
That's just what I decided to throw out.
because I rolled over it.
Okay. So you're not affected because you have a 50% chance of resisting. Is how it's going.
Even if you want this thing.
No.
to work,
He's actually
Yeah, no,
he's
like because
actually
my
resisting.
character's uncomfortable with it.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
okay.
she's actually
so yeah, no, so it's
actively
like-
resisting.
Oh my god, what does that gun do?
Ugh.
Because my head is killing me.
Really?
Do you have any kind of ibuprofen here?
She looks like she's in a lot of pain. Her brows all furrowed up. She's covering her eyes.
Alright, so 12
Bright
seconds
light
of
hurts
headache.
like.
No.
Alright, so it didn't work on her. What should you do?
I don't know.
Try
But
it again.
this is killing me.
Try it again on me. I want to see.
I'm
if
going
might have
through
some
your
drugs now,
cabinets
so you can
now.
give her-
Yeah,
She just walks out the room towards the bathroom.
go look in the cabinet. I think there's some ibuprofen in there.
You find some.
I want to see if I
The
can.
headache could probably last for like 10 or 20 minutes. Make a luck check. to see how
500
long.
milligrams. No,
Just drink them all.
No!
12%, so I got it.
Okay, so it only lasts 5 or 10 minutes.
I want to see if I can assume a walking like meditative state and see if I can like combat it.
So you're going
Okay.
you're going to stand at the other end of the room and walk towards me?
Or
No,
like
he's what he's doing is going to lotus position, right?
Yeah.
And he's
Floating.
no. he's-
I know.
I'm just curious.
And you're aware of what you're doing and trying to resist this,
Mhm.
so you can give
Okay.
us some information.
Okay, so again, it's going to be your intelligence versus the 21. What's your intelligence?
11.
11. So that's a 10-point difference.
So 95% or less. Or no, I'm sorry. You
5%.
have a 5%
You have
chance.
5%
not
chance of resistance. The meditation doesn't help you, unfortunately.
Ah man.
What the meditation will help you with is to
That 10 point
It helps
deficit
increase
is
your-
murder.
it helps increase your healing.
Okay.
Oh,
this is all for science.
wait a minute. Hold on. Granted, for one melee round of meditation, you double the power. Okay, so you meditated first, right? So
Yeah.
double your intelligence.
Ooh.
It's gonna be what then?
22.
22.
So 40 or 55%
So 22
chance.
versus the 11 is going to be a 55% chance of resisting. So 55 or less indicates that you have resisted, but you had to have a round of meditation
Mhm.
first.
Which one did you set it to? Did you change it?
Yeah.
Is it still lust?
You have to have one melee round
I'm trying
to
to love on
meditate
it
before it
because
works.
it didn't work
Okay.
on you.
Yeah, that makes
So
sense.
I don't
Okay,
know.
so
if that,
roll
if
55 or
that
less
makes
means
sense.
that you are unaffected.
Oh.
70, you're still affected.
You're still affected. All right, so
Okay, so what did you have set for?
love because I don't know it didn't
Okay.
work on her, so I
He's
don't know if it's
awesome.
broken.
Oh.
You want to do everything you can for him.
Oh man. I'm gonna have to be a little closer to this guy.
No.
It's
Okay.
not lust, it's love. It could be brotherly love,
Yeah.
like a parent, like how you feel about a parent. That is the emotion that's overwhelming you right now.
I mean, it could be any one of those though.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be.
But if
a
your
sexual
guy's not
thing.
gay, it probably wouldn't be that.
That's a really
Unless he hits
nice
you with
advice
lust.
you made. I'm really impressed with the way that you.
You might want to hug him or something. That can,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can do that too.
Yeah.
Pat him on the back. Just be super.
You step get inside this hug.
You think it's working? He's really friendly.
Yeah.
He's being really friendly.
Yeah. God, that's almost exactly like what everybody was doing for the gentleman. All right, now,
And it goes away after about 12 seconds.
yeah,
Okay.
12 seconds. So,
One melee round, essentially.
Okay.
That's how long it lasts.
so, all right,
This
now,
is very strong indeed.
Headache over there.
all right, now you need to try it on me.
Okay.
So
Yes,
it
if
can
you'll
it
allow
can be
me.
set to
Actually, yeah, that's what those are.
Did you label the settings?
yeah
Okay,
it's,
it's labeled.
it's
then,
just
so-
like written on the side of the switch. Love, revulsion, or sadness.
Okay.
That's what you can set it to.
So it's actually like a slider, right?
Yeah, like
It's up and down.
Yeah, I'm gonna try the revulsion.
Does it go like this, or does it go down the
it
hill?
like I mean it's just a switch. It goes.
Well, where
Oh
is
yeah,
it?
but is it
What
horizontal?
I'm saying is, when you're holding the gun, is it going this way or this way? Just for
Oh,
role
up and
play.
down.
Up and down. Okay, so it's like on the handle. It goes.
I'm
Okay.
gonna set to revulsion.
Okay.
All right, now
Just like aim and shoot.
yeah, I'm not gonna do anything. To
Yeah.
try to,
You pull it, and you're trying not to resist.
yeah.
Yeah.
do anything.
And okay, yeah. You feel terribly revolted. You're sickened at the sight of him. You didn't set like another target.
Yeah.
So because you didn't know to. So I need you to make a con times 1 roll.
Damn, con times 1?
Yes.
That's low.
This is interesting. I love this experimentation with emotion control. See how it works.
No.
No. Okay.
I just puke everywhere.
He just
Oh god.
gets terribly sick. Every time you look back up at him, every time,
What is going on?
okay, so that lasts for about 12 seconds.
Oh, I'm so sorry. You have any towels?
I think I'm done eating.
Oh Jesus!
I'm gonna step into his bathroom and just.
Oh my God.
Yeah, there's some. There's towels hanging on the towel.
Back, I need to wipe this off.
You can clean up your apartment. It smells pretty bad for a little while.
Go open up the windows. And,
It's winter, remember? It's September. It's
It's
October in Charlotte.
October is fine.
Okay.
I'll open up the windows, try to get the smell out of here. I'm like, all right, that was cool.
His eyes are watering.
Let's not do that one again.
Hey, you made
And
this.
we'll try to resist it this time.
Alright, I'll give you a different one.
Thank you.
Please.
Yeah. Let's. I'm gonna take that one off.
Scratch it out. Rip out the wiring. That sucks, man.
Alright.
Set it to sadness.
Okay,
How
so
long does a migraine last?
about 10. This will last about 10 minutes.
10
So
minutes. Okay, that's
So about as long as it took me to clean up.
probably, yeah. Actually, you'll probably find by the time he's cleaned up.
All right. So I'm
So
gonna
it's
try
your
to resist.
intelligence,
Yeah.
which is
21.
21 versus 21, is a 50% chance you'll be able to resist. So 50 or lower, you resist it.
All right.
Click. It's it's a 30. So or is that 03?
This is the high.
Okay, so 03. Yeah. Yeah. You don't feel anything. You don't feel any
Alright.
different than you did.
So you're shooting me with an emotion that I
Yeah, he
don't
basically
know.
pointed at you, pulled the trigger. Apparently nothing
How
happened.
do you feel?
I feel fine. Like you didn't set it like I'm not puking, so I know it's not that. I'm not sad, and I don't want to hug you. So
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
You
I think I'm
resisted.
good.
Which one was it?
Alright. Oh, I said it to sadness. But
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, you're always sad. So no.
I'm just a depressed guy. That was.
No, you didn't feel any different from
Yeah.
at all.
So, am I aware of what I did? What did I do to resist this? Like, what?
You just didn't want to feel that way.
I didn't want to feel anything. I didn't know which one he was going to affect me with.
It would take a battery of tests over probably hours to actually figure out that it's intelligence. That the smarter people actually are more able to resist it. And I'm assuming you guys aren't going that far.
No, I'm just sitting here. I'm like, I didn't want
Not to mention,
this to affect me, and it didn't.
But when
Do
you
we have enough to actually make resistance? Because we gotta try to catch him fast before he jumps again.
oh, it's been 3 hours.
Well, yeah, but before he has a day to try to fence.
So when you didn't want to feel the emotion, you were able to combat it. But then even when I didn't want to feel it, I became overwhelmed
Yeah.
with emotion.
And even though you were not like resisting.
I kind of was. I'm not really a fan of this.
Oh, the truth comes out.
Oh.
I mean, but for the sake of figuring this out, I mean,
Maybe if
So
I
what
get
about
to
the-
set.
The both of us drop our guard for science, but you're not willing to drop your guard for science.
All right.
Not the biggest fan of science.
if I let you set it, if I let you shoot me with this once,
Can I just shoot myself with it?
sure. let's try that. So-
Yes. So.
But are you gonna try to resist?
Say,
Well, no. Since I'm shooting myself with it.
since you have complete
Okay, now-
control.
Yes. Yeah.
If she shoots herself with it and knows what the setting is, it could.
Soil the test.
Yeah, exactly. You know that. You're freaking like a scientist now.
Yeah.
You're like super smart.
I'm leaving you no control group.
I'm like
Right, exactly.
I'm like a freaking scientist, so I don't think we want you shooting yourself. But I will let you know that I won't set it to puke.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well,
so
your other option, Joey, is if one of you does the setting without her knowing, and then she shoots herself. It would not. Then the results should be accurate.
that's I mean, would you be okay with us setting it? You shooting yourself if we don't
Yeah,
do the illusion?
I guess sure.
You guess?
Yeah, well, yeah.
You
Since
need-
you're
you
letting
need-
me do it.
Okay.
What you can
need
do
to
is
be
set
on-
it and then get a piece of duct tape or something to slap it
Cover
over the
it,
top so
yeah.
she can't accidentally see it.
Yeah,
Because I'm assuming you're right-handed, right? Your character's right-handed?
I'm left-handed.
Oh, your character's left-handed. So I'm assuming that the switch is on this side of the gun.
That's so I can flip with my thumb.
Yeah, exactly.
And
So-
I'm right-handed, so I'm not gonna cover that anyway.
Pretty much. But if you want to throw duct tape on it, that'll
Yeah,
ensure
we'll
that she
just-
won't notice where it's
Scotch tape of a
I'll just-
napkin around.
He's got tons of duct tape, dude. There's like probably like
It's
12
everywhere.
rolls, like
Duct tape
yeah.
and WD-40. all over
Gorilla
the
tape.
place. So
Wow.
That doesn't come off.
Lots of paper clips.
I'm setting it to love. Then I'm going to put a piece of tape over it.
Yeah, you're just telling him.
Yeah.
Yes.
To love,
Mhm.
tape over
Gotcha.
it, and hand it to you.
Okay.
You put your,
Fast
are you going
track.
to resist this or not?
No, since I feel like I'm in control.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, Boone, you're in. Oh my God, you are so fucking awesome. You are the biggest narcissist in the world for the next 12 seconds.
Sweet. Yeah.
So how
it's-
does what is your character? She grins. She starts grinning immediately. That's gonna happen whether you
Have
want it
you even seen how well I dance?
to.
So
The only reason, shit, I forgot her name. Let's say Eslaw.
Did you write it down?
Yeah.
Was it in your history?
Not that I gave you.
Okay.
This is the new stuff.
The
for-
history he's keeping from the.
Well, no, I'm gonna give it to you once it's better grammar.
Okay, okay.
All right, just send it down. Okay.
I'm gonna write down the name.
Everybody thinks Alyssa's better than me, but it's just because she sleeps with the director, and that's why she gets to go and have the lead roles. Everybody knows I'm the best dancer.
Who's the what? What?
Oh, from the dance company I'm with.
And there, you're not feeling those emotions anymore.
So you like to dance?
Wait. I won't be able to. Well, no, I could still dance. It would be weird, I guess, because the way I look. But I think it can work
I
still.
think so.
All right.
So now
Toss
should we
you
try
your
to
gun.
create devices to come back?
Yeah.
It's a plastic Nintendo. You can smash the pieces.
So I think, and I'm just throwing this out there, since you were, susceptible both times, we test, these methods of combating this device on you.
That sounds fair enough. I'm game.
Does this place have a roof where you can stand on it?
A roof for
Are
standing?
your
Well,
your
you know,
gargoyle
not a-
instincts calling?
No, this place is too small for dancing.
I see.
Hey,
You.
It's dark outside if you want.
yeah, it's
Okay.
like this building.
Like,
So
is it a
there's-
flat roof?
No, that'd be a little incline.
Okay.
I I mean, how good your balance? You can do what you want. I mean, I'm not your keeper. You can do what you want.
I'll be back in a little bit.
It'll probably make a lot of noise. Okay. Because you're bigger than you were. It's going to take you a while to be able to dance like you used to dance.
True, but yeah, the balance 75% and dance
Well, yeah.
is 84%.
What I'm saying is,
legit.
you're not going to start light on your feet for a little while.
You put points into that.
Well, yeah,
It's a
because
character thing.
yeah,
Okay.
like I didn't want to just min-max all offense and defense and have
His skills
no,
he actually just threw away. Everything else is like,
no, that's the telekinesis guy. I had to just dump
Okay.
so many skills.
Alright. So I'm going to put some gimmick points into something that can combat emotion control.
Okay. So you got mind block possibly.
Mhm.
I'm not sure resistance would actually work, but we're going to allow it for now.
Mental resistance?
Yeah. Because it kind of eliminates mind block. You know what I mean? It's like doubling up on a power. But that's okay.
Mind block would activate first and then resistance.
So you
Because
can do-
it's kind of like how armor works.
So you can do the resistance or the mind block. Now, your resistance is essentially the points that you put into it will act.
Exactly what happened with me.
Yeah, you have to. Those points will go against whatever points the potency is. Okay.
Mhm.
If that fails, then you do versus the intelligence. So he has. So say he had 21 points in resistance, there'd be a 50-50 chance it would just not work on him. And even if he makes it, it then halves that 21 potency on your gun that you made down to an 11, which is then compared against the intelligence of the person in order to determine whether or not they can be controlled.
Yeah, which against you means you have a 95% chance
Yeah,
success
yes.
against it.
And your character doesn't probably realize that because he's not certain it's intelligence based.
Yeah.
Like I said, it would take a battery of tests over a period of time in order to determine this.
Yeah, and we're trying to.
And you're not rich. You should have picked Playboy for your background. But then you could have like
For
a
gimmick, that would
skyscraper
make
and just
so
giant
much
lab. Like,
sense.
well, I've got all these guys that want to be tested on constantly, so let's see what we can do.
Test subjects. Of course, I've got test subjects.
Anyway, so mind block. What mind block does, if you decide to go that route, is it actually raises in per point that you put into it, or if again you can lower this point cost and the point cost, but not the energy cost, by putting it in some device that's easy to remote. Every point will basically increases intelligence and power by a point. There's no purchase restriction on that. You can jack that up as far as you got points.
Yep.
Wow.
Kind of like armor.
Holy shit.
Wait, which one?
That's a powerful mind block.
Yeah.
It raises intelligence and power for defensive purposes.
No, that sounds nice.
It only costs 1 point per level, but the energy cost is also 1 point per level.
It's
Whoever's got the device would essentially, you could jack their points up 20, 30 points.
I've got 24 points to work with.
Okay. You also need to build a battery for it.
Yeah.
So what you could do is put 20 points into it. You say you had 24 points?
24 points left to work with.
You could put 22 points into it. No, you could put 20 points into it. And then you could make a 4-point battery. And that would mean that it would work twice before the battery was dejuiced. Or again, you could plug it into the wall or something and you can run it that way. That's going to not be as useful, but for
Yeah.
experimentation purposes, you could at least you could do it that way for now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think for experimentation purposes, and then once we figure out if it works or not, I can deconstruct the gun and get those points back.
Yes, yeah, you
Put
can do
it
that
in
and
the
make a battery, a more powerful battery.
Yeah.
What kind of device? Wow, what is it? What do you want it to be?
This, I want it, I think something that straps to the head. Something
Like a helmet?
That's a third back.
But you don't want it to be completely obvious either.
That's right. That's going to be a third back if it's something that straps to your head, which will give you more points that you can put into it.
Maybe a set of headphones.
or like a Bluetooth device.
Again,
Some like
a Bluetooth would probably give you half back. Somebody could just
Yeah,
snatch
slap
it right
it
out of your
off
ear.
your
So
ear,
that would
yeah.
give you half the points back.
but they're also, kind of inconspicuous. They,
Yeah.
someone will be like, it's obviously the Bluetooth.
Right.
If you could,
What the
They're
rules,
just talking to somebody.
what the
on
rules
their
take into account is how easy it is to remove from you. If someone
Yeah.
does realize what it is, all someone gonna have to do is go, is basically smack you in the head to knock it out.
Yeah.
So that's why you get more points back for like a Bluetooth than like headset that is also strapped under your chin that is gonna somebody has to grab and jerk off your
Yeah,
Or like a big metal box.
Half-
No, armor. It's a full suit of armor.
that's only a 6 with the points back.
belt,
Belt would, I don't know. Is that fair?
a headband,
It's just a headband, but it says this is the device that's fucking up your emotion control that runs around it and bright flashing numbers.
Fuck you, mind
Anyways, yeah, so it depends on how easy it is for them to remove it from you.
Yeah.
and
Like I said, a Bluetooth would be half. A headband would probably also be half. Somebody could just slap it off your head.
shades.
Something that's strapped onto your head would be a third. Yeah, shades would be half if you want to do some kind of glasses. If it's something that's in your pocket that just affects you, again, that'll be only a sixth because people are going to have to find it and remove it from your body.
I think I did it wrong, actually, for the one that he's talking about making, the one that takes up energy when it boosts your stat. That would happen after resistance, I believe, because it's your stat that it's affecting, not your armor against whatever the attack is.
With the mind block thing?
Yes.
Right, but the mind block is just a straight, it's going to work or it's not going to work. And what he's wanting to do also, I think, is make sure he uses the points in a good fashion. If you have two different things on, it's going to start jacking up the price quite a
Oh,
bit.
yes.
Yeah.